Hello and welcome to the YouTube stream. I'm going to stream Pillars of Eternity. If you're seeing this later on YouTube, it will be only the recording of it. I hope you can still enjoy it. And yeah, I have to do some serious changes here right now because I messed up a lot of things. Actually, basically, yeah, let's see. Stream, which day do we have? We have the 2nd of April. 18, great. And the game is Pillars of Eternity. Thank you. Okay, that should have done it. Let me check something here shortly so that I can actually see the chat while I'm in-game. That will take a moment. So please be patient, and all the people that are watching it later on YouTube can simply skip it, I presume. Wait. Where the hell? Give me a moment here. Damn it. That was the wrong key and I'm so bad with this. YouTube gaming. Thank you. And now I only have to get onto my own channel, and this is annoying. Okay, yeah, go to my channel and open this stream with, okay, good. The chat is open, everything's fine. Now I only have to do some other little thing here. I hope you don't mind, we're only at minute 2, so that should be fine. To channel. Then let me get this here. Good. And there I hear myself, and damn it. Okay. And with that we should be able to go into the game. Also, let's turn down the volume of the music for a bit here. Sounds, music. Thank you. Master volume also down to like 70. Great. Yeah, save changes. And let's start a new game on normal naturally.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them. where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
And yeah, done. And with that, we're going to the character creation. We are going to choose a male probably. And ooh, let's choose a race later on, whatever, after we've chosen our class here. So we have basically all these 11 classes: the Barbarian, Paladin, Chanter, Priest, Cypher, Ranger, Druid, Rogue, Fight, Wizard and Monk. The Barbarian is basically your close combatant, if I have that correctly in memory. I played this game for only a short while, a long time ago, and yeah, it was pretty fun, but I had other things to do, so I didn't really get to it. So we have, yeah, the Barbarian. The Paladin is your usual Paladin, pretty defensive with a lot of buffs and holy things, I believe. The Chanter is something like a bard, which can basically passively chant their spells, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. The Priest is, I think, healer, healer and buffer. Well, what do you think Priest is else in a video game? The Cypher is something like, well, psionic, with some, well, psionic powers. The Ranger is an archer with an animal companion, as you can see here, which is quite nice. And the Druid is basically a mage that can shift into an animal. And the Rogue himself is more of a dexterity-based character. Well, not dexterity-based, but you get it more damage dealing than really defending and stuff like this. While the Fighter is and stealthy. And the Fighter is your basic off-the-line fighter. While the Wizard is your basic off-the-line wizard. Yeah, and the Monk is a close combatant, which basically can get better with taking damage, which is interesting if you think about it. I don't know if we probably should choose one of these classes. I'm not sure which one. There are just too many. I think I'll go for Mage or something. They're all pretty fun, I guess. But let's go for Wizard. Wizard folk. And for spells. First we're going to choose, yeah, male, but which race? The godlikes are all kind of special with their... They have 4 sub-races: Death, Nature, Moon and Fire. But I'm not going to choose one of them, even though they look kind of cool. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just pick a human, even though I don't really like their passive, I think. Let's take a Dwarven Mage. That sounds great. Now we can choose between Mountain Dwarf or Boreal Dwarf. Or we're going to choose Elf. Let's see what the subspecies are there. Subraces are there. Yeah, I think a Wood Elf would be great as a mage too. And yeah, we're going to take the Wizard. And which spells are we going to take? Let's make something illusion-like. So we're going to take Ghost blades. That's accuracy versus reflex. Wizard's double sounds great. Thrust of the Tattered Whales against deflection instead of reflexes, that's great. And what Eldritch Aim would be nice. Would only be against reflexes. But I guess Archimy's Dazzling Lights are pretty good against how's it called? For a illusion spell, not against. What's the Sunless? Nah. So next we have these things here, and I think they are all pretty important for all classes. For example, damage or healing, fortitude, which is great if you are going for a damage mage, but we're going for intellect, so we're buffing that up to 18 intellect, and maybe even 19 if we choose our culture. And for perception would be good because it's basically, I think, against interrupt. Know how likely you are to interrupt them. But it also raises our accuracy, which is also pretty useful. And we're out of points, so we are going to take a bit of life points here. And let's also get 1 point on resolve and perception, dexterity, so that we can cast faster. And now for our culture. Could go for Old Valia. But where is somewhere where a lot of elves come from? On the other hand, I kind of like the armor here. Yeah. I don't really like the white that wens for an elven mage to come from, especially a wood elf. Ice elf might have been the more likely choice to come from there. Yeah, let's take the Living Lands. And for our background, we have basic 2 lore, 1 mechanics, and yeah. We could go for colonist, drifter, not really for mage. An explorer would be interesting. Yeah, let's go for an explorer. We're mage that's gone to the Living Land and exploring their the lands there. Whatever. And for close color, let's take something, well, not greenish, that sounds boring. Brown is also kind of boring, but looks pretty... let's go for violet. For a secondary color, we can go a bit more reddish violet thing. Yeah, that works. And for our skin tone, let's get something a bit darker. And for the hair, ooh, that's a good question. Red, nah, that's way too high. Whitish for the red hair. Let's take a profile picture and try to... Yeah, that seems okayish, I guess. Would this here work? Probably. But I think the head is the wrong... Yeah, that would be more fitting. So, we have our appearance now. We have to choose a voice.
I am the leader of the group. Quietly now. Huh? Follow me.
Let's go!
Nothing will slip past me.
I'm here.
I shall lead us.
Easy now.
Yes?
Okay, Mystic might work as well, and we're going to call him without a surname. The caravan finished addressing the group. His busy red must... the caravan master finished addressing the group. His bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards the looming black mass of hillside. Damn it! That was not great. Tonight everybody stays up, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Glad it was less than a day out. Understood? At last the caravan master turns to you, crowing as he looks over you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here. They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one. Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear. Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much. They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep. Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Okay, and with that I think we're in the game. There should be a merchant around here
Anyone
too.
need supplies? I've got sundries.
Yes.
Let's first take a look at our equipment. We have a rod, two-handed thing that does piercing and slashing damage, and a heavy armor. Ugh.
Certainly.
Right-a-ho. Say, is there anything you need?
Let's see what he has got. He has got some really light armor. That would be nice. Yeah. Ah. Wrong one. Okay, everything above that is probably medium armor. Oh no, the heights are too light. Are light too. So let's try to get this and see how much gold do we have. Yeah, thank you. 100. We can't really get that. That's only 40, so no, we
Yes.
won't get any of that stuff. Too bad, too bad. Let's see if something's here.
Not
That
looking
seems-
forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Yeah, too bad that the tree fell exactly at this moment.
I'll have your water soon enough.
Yes.
Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay. And as you can see, we have a lot line of sight duty here, things going on here, which is actually pretty great, especially if you're in dungeons or something. Ooh, what's that? Okay. Ooh, they got a medium armor and a lockpick. Let's see. What kind of armor does she have? DR7. Let's switch it like this and give her the heavy armor. Think that should work.
Oh?
That seemed to be arrows stuck in these guys. Huh. But we still need to get these things. So, what's this? Thank you. And why is there a lot? A light thing lying around? That's not good.
This is recent. Not good.
Yeah. I think so too. And not for some obvious reasons, but also because the game tries to kinda hint you this way. We didn't find the berries yet, so that's not good either.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh, okay. With that, we're in battle, I guess. Let her stand in front, and I think I will cast Ghost. Okay, I won't cast Ghost Blade. I will cast nothing. Now I will cast Thrust of Whale or whatever. And I want her to attack that wolf. Yep. And what can she do? She could knock it down. Great.
Yes.
And we've got it. Seems great.
Oh?
Some wolf fights. That sounds fun. And there are the berries. Huh. Let's take this. What can you tell me about dry wood?
Yes.
Okay, let's get some water then, I guess. Okay, now there is loot here.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he... Sparfle? Are you all right? Ambush!
This is really bad because I'm not really made for combat, so let's go there, have her use this against him.
Oh?
And you let me cast this here. And now I can't cast because I've used up my spells, I think. And have her go into close combat here. Now
Yes.
let's...
Finish them!
Oh, fuck. I kinda messed that up, I guess. Okay, I have basic magic missiles with my attacks. That's great. Let's get this going on here.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Yeah. But first, let's get the loot here.
What you need?
Great. Some gold and some other stuff.
Certainly.
Yeah, here was the way to the camp.
Yes.
And here are some more bandits. So let's take her, have the charge, and have him
What you
shoot
need?
at the hunter here. And let's use this on this one here. And then continue to attack this one. Thank you. I think that's working great right now. Okay, we didn't really need to do that, but still. Some shields, some clothes, a bit of gold. Let's see here. Let's give her a second set. I think it should be better than the torch. Yeah, that looks right.
Oh?
Let's see what he has. Also 10 more gold, great. And a bow and some armor. So let's continue. All around you lies the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hills, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Calicia put the back of her left hand on her mouth as if to ward off away the poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and as a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Hedon, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespassers. Do not forfeit this man's life. For a fight you will lose. Your words carry no weight. I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So, say again, lay down your arms. Okay, we have now different options which require certain skill levels. The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Theoden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head and rebuked. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or is it or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It always has been known to my people. I see. What of Gavaine's edicts that we And what of Glavain's edict that weakness and age must be purged by the youth and strength? You think Glavain would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after the ballast have turned to dust? The man's nostril flares as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not personally. But why should you stop from... why should that stop you from killing innocents? This attracted the man felt as and the axe handle, and he nearly fumbles, affording Heodan the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. And right now we have 3 people, one being Heodan, since we could basically save him here, and the other one being us once again. Let's try to get her first, and since they are kinda bundled up right now, let's give them a little welcome here. Ooh, that was a good one. And another AoE spell here, and now focus on... okay, him. Whatever. Generally lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choke signs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eye rolled back as he closed them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile across his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and violating, unpending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to sweep beneath your skin, and there is a pierce you, and where it pierces you, it feels as tough as though it is rendering you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel, amidst the howling maelstrom slashes across the chest bolt, Odin stirs. With a great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He directly looks at you.
Get inside! Run!
Standing against the gale that threats to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice with a last burst of energy before your arms give out. You swing yourself up onto the ledge. Continue. Heodan trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Heodan and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heodan lashes out against his fatigue assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Okay, General Bolt of Energy towards their attacker. Dexterity 15, do not match, so we can't do that. Allow Heodan to break free on his own. I think we will help him. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heodan loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up to the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as tough as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theoden to set his feet and join you onto the trembling ledge. There's a deep resonate in the swelling wind now. You feel the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stone before you, losing connections, unsettling balance as you dart beneath the old archway. The entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. And with that we saved him. I think if we neither had this magic bolt or the dexterity, he would have simply died. Yep, that was a Beowulf.
Beowulf. Had to be.
Beowulf.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Okay, and there we are. And I probably should have read the tutorial message of how to, well, do we get that somewhere? Get our spells back. I think we have to camp for this, which is problematic. Yeah. So, we're now in this cave.
Certainly.
Also, let's change our formation a bit here. Let's do something like this, with her at the front,
Yes.
I guess. Or that way, whatever. Inventory, can't I switch that kinda somehow? Nope. Also, what kind of armor do you have? A medium armor with 6. Let's give you a medium armor with 7. 30% recovery. 35. Huh. Let's stick him with his leather armor. Also give him the shield. And he has 2 daggers. He is more, well, it's really much what is it called? The assassin guys, rogue. Yeah, that's it. Also, let's give him a bow. He might be good at using one.
Oh?
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Oh, shit, my nose is completely closed. That's not good. For some reason it's completely closed. I don't know if it's the swelling or just, well, the other stuff, but can't really breathe through it. Which is annoying if you want to talk a bit. Because you have to breathe through your mouth, and that's annoying. Kaliska Chaserhead. Windstorm. The kind they only get in Aer Glanfath. Not too many people live through them. It's hard to know. It's hard to know that's what's true. The Glantra's word is beerwhack. Beerwhack. Whatever. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours. Maybe. Just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. Maybe I've seen worse too. See, can't have my voice now disappearing, that would be bad. Seen worse and kept on walking, cause there's nothing else to be done, and cause there's other people you care about who will still need you. Let's get going. Let's go right here. That seems to be the main way or something. Nope. Yeah, it's the main way, but still. Oh, what's that? Trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobbly elbows and thin ribs shows through the scaly flesh, but you recognize it's a Xaurup. Xaurup? Yeah, Xaurup. Watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Xaurup recalls, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, soft clicking sounds emanating from the back of its throat. Okay. That seems to be a friendly little lizard there. So what do we have here?
Those tiles look suspicious.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Let's have our guy here. How does it work again? How did you tell them? What? Ah, yes, that was scouting mode. So they were all traps. Whoops. But at least... That's bad. Okay. That's seriously bad.
I'm here. Found something.
Okay, and now it's her turn. And all the traps are disabled. And now it's my turn.
Fresh air in here.
How can I
We
help?
found an exit.
Oh?
Sounds like
Great.
the storm pass too.
Also, what's up there? Nothing, huh? Let's see.
Found something.
There seems to be nothing, but there is a door, so let's go that way as well. There might be loot or something.
Oh?
And I mean, I'm kind of an explorer, so that's great, isn't it?
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
To whispers and shadows.
What you need?
Okay.
quiet.
Do we now have to light them all?
Yes.
Seems that worked well enough. This mural must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. It shows the processing of essence from all the Kith races: Auman, Elf, Orlan, Dwarf, and Human. They walk among the pillars similar to the ones that span this chamber, each one topped with a flame. Okay. Great. Do we have to kindle the ones here too? Yeah.
Silence surrounds me.
Ooh, there are lesser black ooze. How did you think we or something?
What you need?
How did you change weapons again? Oh, well, whatever.
Oh.
Really need something to heal her. Ooh, some black ooze, it seems. Not great.
Where'd that slime come from?
Vicious lick or something dark and tar-like runs down the wall. The shapes and bludges in the ooze suggest that the thing lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has crippled away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of the hair to the ridge of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. So we have to search a gem. Scarcely smug clings to anything it touches. So if we find a second gem, we probably can bring it here. Also, we can loot this. Ooh, an axe. Yeah, as you can see, they completely healed up their endurance, but their health has gone down. The thing is, in battle they lose their endurance, and I think they only die if all of the party members die, or if their health drops to 0, so that they can't really regenerate and their endurance, or if their endurance drops to 0 when their health drops to 0. Under other circumstances, they only basically lose consciousness.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
So let's go over here. Okay, there is a spider. Let's shoot it. With magic and arrows, and also go into melee combat.
Oh,
Great.
certainly.
These spiders were faster than I expected them to be, but let's search for the rest of this, well, dungeon.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Let's
Quiet.
see if there is something here. What are these things? Scolder whelps.
Hmm?
Let's try to hit that one down. Okay, they are trying to bypass us.
Sir.
Great, that worked.
How can I
Also,
help?
let's change him back to melee weapons.
Yes.
Ooh, some ears.
Certainly.
Would you lend me an ear? Great. So what do we have here? Cracks run along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Push the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Let's send Cecilia.
Yes.
I think I should also have pretty good might.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Crossbow, leather armor, something gem, that and a tattered journal. The small folio is torn in several places. The blood and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible. However, I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Angerweithen artifact. Fellow who had it was pretty nothing. It was a pretty nothing. As far as he's concerned, he is not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he is right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Kilton Liz in the morning. Leave? Whatever. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Okay, so it seems we've gotten the thing here, the gem, and there is a lizard. So that's great, we're going to go there then. Also I think there would have been a way here too. Wonder if that has something treasure-like for me. But we will see. Place a game in the eye socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives away. You have lost item. Angerweithen relief gem. And there is more goo. Great. Let's fight it.
Yes.
No? There's something...
Certainly.
Ah, yes, there. Minor cloak of protection, great. And some gems. I'd like
What
that.
Oh.
Let's see what this minor cloak of protection can do for me. Hey, it gives me a cloak, so yay. So, let's see. we still want to see what's down there, so let's do that now.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Yeah, they left camping supplies. Great. And a mace, as well as a hammer and a chisel. Also a torch and a buckler. Yeah, that should have been about it.
Be quiet.
So let's walk to the exit and
Never know
just
I'm
chat.
here.
Yeah, okay, check. No problems there. I mean, there should be the exit here, right? Ooh, spider. Ooh, a big spider. You use this here, thank you. Oh no, use this here, thank you. You use something to kill that thing, and then you use blinding strike on that thing. And we use magic stuff here. Boom.
Oh?
Spider down. And we're getting a spider leg. Yay. Also some loot here, let's see. Nothing trapped here, so... Ooh, a helmet. And some stash here. I think we will give her the helmet. Even though it kinda looks weird with her armor, but I guess that's okay. Now let's leave the cave. To go on a great adventure with all our friends. Here. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled ardor and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it and in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their views. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. Thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that just out like the wings of a malevolent creature. Sorry for that.
Oathbinder bear witness, and
Okay, it seems the stream is online again, maybe? I'm not too sure. Great. That was some problem with OBS, and I hope he saved that video on YouTube though, or else I will have problems. Also, thank you for telling me. Well, they seem to be having fun. For an instant the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then, all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and the pain wails into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconsciousness void. Unconscious. You open your eyes to a different place. Another time you stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with ardor and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of the great pillar of ardor pierces the floor. From below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Circling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours, and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered, or. At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard in ceremonial robes, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no signs of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figure that the machine stands frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Heodan and Cassia lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are all alone and far from help. Glided Vale may be your best hope to receiving treatment before things get worse. Okay, and with that, our companions we just got died. Great! Let's take their stuff. The helmet, for example. The lockpicks. You never know when you need lockpicks. Torch. The potion of minor regeneration. Why not? And the heavy armor. The better medium armor. The medium armor and maybe a weapon or something. Yeah, that's a good weapon. Maybe a better shield instead of this wolf pelt. Yeah, that should do fine.
Certainly.
Cleon Lys. And now we're seeing ghosts. Great. Just great. Also, I have to do something here, so be patient for a moment. So that should be it. Probably? Yeah, great. Okay, back again in the game. Let's see them. And they fell apart. Great. We're getting vessel flesh. Well, what else do I want? Ugh. That seems not nice. And that seems to not disappear. Okay, it disappears. Let's go to that, whatever that is. The massive structure is formed of stone, ardor and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Great! And let's leave here. Because we don't want to get... Wait. Okay, I can just go here. 6 hours, great. Let's go there.
Just a quick nap.
And here we have some camping supplies and no, wait, but we could put something in our stash, but I'm not gonna use that. Ooh, what's that? Blunt moss. Huh, you can never know when you will need it. Right? Let's see, what will be here? Probably should camp or... Okay, what's that? I mean, there's loot.
Silence surrounds me.
Shattered pieces of crates are strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables. And there is a wolf. Fucking great. Yeah. I don't know if I can beat this wolf, honestly. Damn it. That's not great. Don't I have this potion here? How do I drink this? Oh, I'm in combat, so I can't change that. Nice! And I hope I will... Yeah. Let's load the last autosave. Yeah. Okay, let's not engage that wolf alone. We, as a weak mage, we can't fight it in close combat. Or, I think we should at least camp. Damage reduction, yeah. So now we have our spells readied. Can get another other camping supplies, can get ourselves the plants that grew here. Once again. And retry to beat that wolf, but this time with actual spells readied. Yay! Great. I like it if plants just kill me. Oh, we can also get that reed.
Silence surrounds
And
me.
let's try to sneak up on that wolf and, I don't know, blast him with some spells here. This should be against will. Yeah. Oh, it decreases their will. So it's not really useful for me. Okay. So let's use this here.
Beyond.
See? That works way better.
Certainly.
I don't know if I should like this. Damn it, I can't take that wolf pelt. Ooh, plants. Great. That's a few too many. Let's try to disengage from them. Or let's try to do this here. Okay, this was a mistake. Damn it. Probably should equip some melee equipment. Ouch. If he hits me one more time, I'm down. Or not, he only did 1 damage. Great. But I'm back to 0 stuff again. Damn it, I didn't want... Whatever. Yeah, also I should equip my secondary stuff here. And get a helmet going. Nah. So since we are regenerated, I don't think we should go on here. I won't be able to fight another wolf, if I'm honest. So let's hope there are no wolves here. Is that guy friendly? That guy seems friendly.
Good day to you.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling the camp in a quick, jerky movements. He looks up to you and as you approach. His expression is tense and drawn. "Greetings," he says, a little breathless. "On your way to south, is it?" He wipes his brow, turning to face you. "The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think." Caravan has attacked. "Hard luck. I'm not sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that." Damn it. "You shouldn't be fine from there. There's no missing in Vale if you keep the road. And you haven't far to walk." Oh, very nice. "But you'll want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked north of here. Me and a friend of mine. We came here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great, monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it." He shakes his head. "I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, the forest already costs me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else." In a cave, a way up that way, he turns to point and to the northwest. "I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life." Okay, farewell. Also take some river reed. So probably this way goes up to the spear. No thanks. Let's go to Gilded Whale. Also, yeah, good. Accept. You can click directly on the area map. Stuff.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Do we welcome everyone this way? I feel home or Do you welcome everyone this way? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Okay.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
He regards you carefully. You want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Eggenwhite ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting a new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Virus have mercy, we certainly have. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a bivouac, you wouldn't be standing here. If you have any other question, don't hesitate to ask. It's important to have everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an Animancer. However, the only Animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Okay, it's this kind of
But
settlement.
if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Damn it. Ugh. Yeah, this is not good here. I think I'll end the stream here. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. And
shadows.
bye. Wait, where do I end it? Ah, yes, there. Have a nice day.